Hey everybody, I just wanted to go over some of the tools that are available on the website for you. And one of them that I'd like to go over today is called the Retirement Calculator, which I think is pretty good. It's simple to use and it gives you a good estimate of where you expect to be at your retirement as far as how much money you're going to have and how long it will last. So after you log on, you can see you could go to retirement sources and click on retirement calculator, and this page is going to pop up. And what I did, I already pre-filled in a lot of these values, but basically it'll come up with your information on here. So your age in here, if you have salary information already online, it will pop up as well. It'll show your account balance here under retirement plan savings. But what you want to do is fill in as much information as you can for you and your spouse if you're married, because the more information in there, the more accurate it will be. But you'll at least need your current age, your retirement age, and life expectancy, as well as any kind of savings. So go ahead, you fill that in. Again, I use 70% for expected retirement income, put in some Social Security, and then just hit calculate. Also, inflation, you want to put in 2.5%. That value is a lot higher than what it is right now, but typically inflation over the long term has been roughly closer to 3% anyway. So it's more conservative if you put a higher number in there. And then return before retirement, I used 8%, and after retirement, use 5%. I use a lower number after retirement because you're going to be drawing that money out, and so you're not going to want to have a lot of that money in high risk investments. So you're going to most likely have a lower return after retirement because you're going to have money that's going to be safe that you want to be able to draw out of during that time period. So then just hit calculate, and then what happens is you get an explanation of the results and everything. If you pan down, you can see the retirement calculation in graph form, which is pretty nice and easy. So it kind of shows the balance, and then the monthly income is down here, and then the salary. So here we have the salary, and then after you stop working, and then after your spouse stops working. So you can see how it drops off the zip. And here is basically a table of that chart. And so this is kind of cool because you can see your combined salaries, and then pension, Social Security income, savings. Now pension income, that's not 401k, so don't look at that unless you actually have an actual pension from government work or something like that. So here's your monthly income, savings balance. So this is your 401k and your spouse's retirement as well. And then you can see it's growing because here you're still working. You're still working until we hit the retirement ages here, 65 for you, and then 65 for your spouse, which is a couple of years later. And so here's the value basically that you're looking at retirement, your total value. And then you can see it's actually still growing because the amount that you're drawing out for retirement is less than the amount that it's gaining in return while it's sitting in the bank. So you can see it continues to grow. So what this tells me is saying, all right, well, we can actually draw more for this. Like if you want to run the account down to zero at the time of your death, you just go back. You can go back and then show retirement to recalculate, go over here, and then you could change it to, say, 90%, and then hit calculate again. And let's see, we're going to go all the way to retirement, and then you can see now it actually starts to draw down on your nest egg, but it's still decent. I mean, you're still looking at over $1 million in your account drawn down on that. So this is actually a good scenario right here, and you can actually be able to draw more off your retirement while in retirement and not have to worry about running out of money. But you can play around with these numbers, and it at least gives you a good idea of where you're going to be in retirement. And but if you have any other questions on this or how this calculator operates, feel free to shoot me an email or give me a buzz, and we'll get it squared away for you. All right, until next time, talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.